Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so today I want to talk about Mr. Beast and the possibility that he is maybe going to buy TikTok, or that he's a part of this conglomerate that is going to buy TikTok for $20 billion. I'm kind of wondering what his first move will be. Do you think that if he buys TikTok, Mr. Beast's first move will be to remove Rosanna Pansino from the platform? I went over it. I was like, does Rosanna Pansino even have a TikTok? And I went and looked, and Rosanna Pansino actually does have a TikTok. Her most current TikTok is her... I only got like 10 seconds into it. She's like, I always wondered why they call coffee cake, because there's no coffee in coffee cake. And I'm thinking, girl, you've obviously never read a cozy mystery in your life. Coffee cake is called coffee cake because it goes well with coffee. And she goes, I mean, it's like pineapple cake. There's pineapple and pineapple cake, but there's no coffee in coffee cake. So I looked it up. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Jeffree Star doesn't know how to use the Google, but at least Rosanna Pansino knows how to use the Google. I was like, thank God for good graces and smarts. Rosanna Pansino's got them both. So anyway, she's like, I looked it up and it says it's called coffee cake because it goes well with coffee. I was like, girl, I could have told you that. You could have just called me up on the phone, Rosanna. I could have told you that, Rosanna Dana. Anyway, I think this is interesting, this move of him possibly going to buy TikTok. And in fact, I saw this like 2 weeks ago. I was like looking through people's TikToks, just, you know, like when TikTok had come back. And for some reason, I like looked at his and I noticed that on the top of it, if you go to his TikTok, here, I'll include it here somewhere. If you go to the top of his TikTok, his profile now says, new CEO of TikTok with a question mark. And I actually sent it to the account, Spill Some Tea With Me on Instagram. Hey girl, how are you? I'm like, this is the first time. She usually tags me in all kinds of stuff, but I'm like, this is the first time that I'm actually sending some tea to her, which was kind of cool. But anyway, so I kind of wanted to look into this further, but then, you know, there's always a story time with my videos. There's always a story time with my videos. But then yesterday happened. You might be asking me, Peter, what is yesterday? Well, yesterday was Sunday, okay, which is my favorite day of the week, okay? And last night, I did get caught up on all of my shows last night. But besides all that, and Sister Wives, so I did watch Sister Wives last night. I took extensive notes, and over on my Peter Watches TV channel, I will be covering the last episode of Sister Wives today. It's basically the Thelma and Louise road trip of Christine and Janelle when they move cross-country, because Janelle has bought a flower farm, with her daughter, Maddie, and her husband, Caleb. So anyway, no, not Janelle's husband, Caleb, Maddie's husband, Caleb. I know it's confusing. There's so many wives, but only one husband. Anyway, so I extensively cover Sister Wives on my Peter Watches TV channel. I'm thinking about bringing some Sister Wives drama over to this channel, as well as some Housewives drama over here, because I'm kind of tired of talking about all these beauty influencers and things like that. But anyway, okay. So yesterday was Sunday, and we went over to my mother-in-law's house for brunch, okay? And my two nephews were there. And my nephew Carlitos is 12, and my nephew Sebastian just turned 9. So they were over there, and they were like, they wanted to watch some movie on Netflix, and we couldn't figure it out and all that kind of stuff. So for Christmas, you know, the stories go back in time and they catch up, okay? Listen, Linda, listen, just keep up. Just listen. It's like a story time, you know? So anyway, this is all about TikTok. So my cousin Caroline, she lives on the TikTok. My husband lives on the TikTok too. But my cousin Caroline, she loves it. And my friend Nikki loves the TikTok. And my friend Tanya's husband loves the TikTok. Because Tanya and I always talk about how, like, the TikTok's ruining our marriage and things like that. It is! Oh my God! You know? But anyway, so, like, listen. So, but like my friend Nikki said, she goes, I don't know what I'm going to do if the TikTok shop goes down. I was like, girl, I guess you'll just have to shop elsewhere. But my cousin Caroline loves the TikTok shop as well. And so for my mother-in-law's Christmas party that she had, my cousin Caroline, because they love to sing and dance and things like that, you know. So my cousin Caroline bought her this little karaoke machine. Okay, it was like this, it's like this big. This little karaoke machine that came with like this little microphone. Well, it took off, okay? I mean, it was like we were there. people were dancing and singing. It was real fun. So anyway, my mother-in-law has now morphed it into this like bigger karaoke machine. Okay, she had to get a bigger karaoke machine. There's now 4 microphones, and the microphones are just kind of sitting around everywhere. There's like 2 on the table in front of the TV. There's like 1 on the kitchen table. There's like 1 on the kitchen island. There's just microphones everywhere, right? Well, you know, I can't not have a microphone around me and feel like I have to interview somebody. So we were sitting on the couches. It was my husband and my nephews and I, and we were like trying to figure out this like Netflix movie, and we couldn't figure it out. Okay, so anyway, so we're sitting there, and my husband goes, we should interview you guys. Do you guys want to be, like, interviewed? Like, this is just the stupid stuff you do, you know, family things. And so my nephews are like, yeah, that'll be real fun. So Alex and I both have a microphone, okay? My husband, Alex, and I. We both have a microphone. Our nephews are sitting in between us in this, like, L-shaped couch. And so we're interviewing them, and we're asking them, like, you know, what are your names? like an interview, you know what I mean? And we're like, what are your names? And they're like, Carlitos. And he's like, we're like, how old are you? And he's like, I'm 12. And then we're like, how old, what's your name? And he's like, Sebastian. And we're like, what's your middle name? He's like, Sylvester, and because he was named after baseball players. Anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, he was named after my brother-in-law's favorite. So I have 2 brother-in-laws. That comes into the story. Carlos and Juan. And Juan, okay, my husband and all his friends call him Fufu, but the family calls him Tato. That's very important. Okay, you might want to take notes about this family tree. Okay, you might want to take notes because this is going to come up in a second. So anyway, but we're asking him about his middle name because we knew he was named after baseball players. They both play baseball. They love baseball. Okay. So anyway, so we're asking him all these questions and stuff like that, right? And so we're asking them, like, what do they do for fun in their free time? Things you would ask people on an interview, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And so my nephew Sebastian's talking about how he, like, plays Fortnite and, I don't know, Minecraft or something like that. I don't think he plays Minecraft. I think it's Fortnite or something. Anyway, and then he, like, is watching The Simpsons. I think he said he's on the 23rd season out of 35 or something like that. And then he watches YouTube videos, right? And I'm like, who do you watch? And my husband Alex goes, do you watch T.O. Peter? And he's like, he laughs and he goes, no. Like, of course, nobody in my life watches my videos. Why would my nephew watch videos? And so anyway, so then they're all laughing because they think it's real funny, you know, that I make videos on YouTube. I don't know why that's funny, but apparently that's real fucking funny, okay? So anyway, so he's like, no, I watch gaming videos. And so we're like, well, who do you watch? I'm like, who are the people that the youngsters are watching these days? And so he's like, I watch, I don't even know who he is. I looked this person up. He had like millions of subscribers and all his videos were about gaming, something to do with gaming. So anyway, my sister-in-law back in the day, Sebastian, loved that. What was that kid that did the toys and then he ended up having his toys at Walmart? Was his name Tyler or something like that? Tyler's Toys or something like that. My sister-in-law, she hated that kid. No, seriously. I'd be like, because Sebastian was always watching those videos. And so she'd be like, oh my God, every toy that kid opens, he wants. He wants every single, she's like, I don't even want him watching that stuff anymore. So then we're talking to my nephew, Carlitos, he's 12. And so we're like, what do you do in your free time and stuff like that? You know, and he's just talking about sports and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, now, do y'all get on the TikTok and stuff like that? And he's like, oh no, we don't get on the TikTok. We don't have TikTok on our phones. And my nephew Carlitos looks at me and goes, T.O. Peter, he goes, don't you know? He goes, you can't get TikTok on your phone anymore. And I go, well, I have TikTok on my phone because I had it on there before it went down. And he goes, oh, so you know it? He goes, you know that TikTok went down? And I go, yeah, I'm not 80. I do know that. And of course, I said something like that. He just started laughing. And I go, but y'all don't have a TikTok and stuff like that? And he's like, no. He looked down like that. And I go, why don't you have a TikTok? Oh, because he was telling me that he watches shorts on YouTube. And I was like, oh, you watch shorts? And Sebastian was like, yeah, I watch a lot of shorts too. They were talking about how they watch the shorts on YouTube. I don't think nobody watched the shorts on YouTube. I didn't. But I'm going to start watching shorts on YouTube, okay? Because I said to him, I said, why do you watch the shorts on YouTube? And he was like, because we don't have TikTok. And I said, well, why don't you have TikTok? And he was like, my parents think it's inappropriate. And I was like, good parents right there. He's like, yeah, they won't let us have TikTok because they think it's inappropriate. There's inappropriate stuff to see on TikTok. And so I was like, oh, so you have shorts? And he's like, yeah, my mom has it all like regulated and set so we can only see like certain things on the YouTube and stuff like that. Probably not my videos because my videos are marked not made for kids. So anyway, so we're talking about all this kind of stuff. And then somehow we asked them what they want to do for a living when they get older, right? And this was real interesting. So my nephew, Carlitos, he said he either wants to be a professional. I love this. Do you remember this? I mean, when I was 12 years old, I wanted to be a soap opera writer. I did. I wanted to right for soaps because my grandma watched so many of them. Listen, Linda, back in the day, my grandma and I, when I would be at her house, we would watch, we would watch The Price is Right from 11 to 12. And then at 12 was the news. My grandma didn't care about the news, probably because she had been on the news. If you don't know the story, my grandma went to prison. We know at least twice, but we think 3 times. She was an OG. She went for embezzlement and money laundering. It was a mess. But anyway, but I didn't even know about that when my grandma was alive. I didn't find that out until after my mom died. My cousin Caroline and I are thinking about doing a podcast about it, if you care to watch it. Would you care to watch it? Anyway, so I got so many ideas going on. But anyway, so then we didn't watch the news. My grandma, she's probably afraid she's going to be on the news or something like that. But at 12:30, we would watch, I think it was Loving. It was either Loving or the one that was like that small town, like Pacifica or something like that. And then at 1 o'clock, we watched All My Children and then we watched ABC. All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital. That was what we watched. So when I was growing up, I loved the soaps. I wanted to be a soap opera writer. So if you asked me like at 12 years old, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'd say, I want to be a soap opera writer. No, true story, I did. But anyway, so we asked my nephews, right? So Carlito says he either wants to be a professional baseball player, a professional football player, or a lawyer. And we're like, oh, okay, those are good choices. Okay, let's pick one of them and stick with them. He's very athletic, so we're hoping for the first 2 so we can just retire early. But anyway, you know, because those pro athletes, they just, you know, I mean, they date Taylor Swift and shit like that. So, I mean, listen, they got money. Okay, they can take care of their TOs. They can take care of their TOs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could just set us up. So anyway, so then we asked our nephew Sebastian, we're like, well, and he's 9. And we said, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? And he like looks at me like real nervous and he goes, I want to be a YouTuber. And I go, oh, you do? What kind of YouTube videos do you want to make? He goes, video game, YouTube, something, whatever game he plays. I think it's, is it Minecraft, Fortnite? I don't know. But anyway, he wants to be that kind of YouTuber. And so then my husband goes, this is the game my husband always plays, okay? He goes, who's your favorite TO? And I'm thinking, that better fucking be me, okay? Because listen, Linda, I just got my nephew for his birthday, his 9th birthday, the most magnificent Nike Michael Jordan jacket, okay, leather jacket. It was so cool. And I got it. My husband, let's make that very clear. I mean, we put both names on the card, obviously, but I got that gift, okay? Because I done fucked up. I done fucked up at Christmas because he wanted Pokemon cards, and I got on the Amazon and got tricked into these rare Pokemon cards, and I like got so excited because I thought he was going to have these collector edition rare Pokemon cards. I don't know shit about Pokemon cards, and I remember that my friend Tanya Jean and I, back in the day, this video is either going to flop completely or people are just going to be laughing their asses off, one way or the other, it doesn't matter, because I'm having fun today. But my cousin, she's another story. My cousin Carol, she's another story. But my friend Tanya Jean, who just celebrated 29 years sober yesterday. Can we give some applause for that? That's fucking amazing. That is fucking amazing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I said to her when I talked to her on the phone yesterday, I said, I'm so thankful for your sobriety. I said, because you've been my ride or die for the last, you know, we've been friends for 27 plus years. I'm so thankful for her. But anyway, so see, you can do it. You can achieve anything one day at a time. So, but Tanya and I, we used to drive around and get fountain pops and just drive around, and there's this square in Noblesville, okay, which is a small town in north side of Indianapolis. And so we would get a fountain pop and drive around there where those are just like city square. You know, think small town city square. You know, you've seen Stranger Things. Okay, so anyway, that's Indiana. So this was at the time that everybody was doing those Pokemon Go games on your phone where you would look for them and stuff like that. And so we would drive around real slow, and Tanya would like yell out the window and stuff, I see a Pikachu, and stuff like that. I thought we were going to get killed. No, I did. She'd be like, oh my God, there's a Pikachu. It was so funny. People just look at us like we were crazy. But anyway, so I done fucked up on these Pokemon cards, okay? Because I got these rare Pokemon. Do not buy the rare Pokemon cards on Amazon, okay? I ordered like 3 packs of them or something like that, and I gave them to my nephew. I was so excited. I thought he was going to be like, you know, find the $1 million Pokemon cards, something like that. I don't even know how it works. So anyway, I go in there like hours later. He's got them all laid out and stuff like that. And I go, oh, did Tio Peter and Tio Alex get you like some really good Pokemon cards? He goes, no, they're not really any good. I've got them all already. I was like, fuck, I done fucked up. So I was like, no, I got to get him a real good gift. He's also my godson. So I was like, I got to get him a really good gift for, you know, his 9th birthday. So I got him this jacket, all this kind of stuff. So anyway, so my husband always likes to play this game, Who's the Favorite Tio? Okay, if you don't know, Tio means Alex, or means Alex. Well, he usually is the favorite Tio. Tio means uncle. Okay, so he's like, who's your favorite Tio? And so my nephew looks at me, and I'm like, you can say Alex, that's fine. They always say Alex, why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? He's more fun than me. So anyway, so Sebastian looks at me, and then he looks at Alex, and he goes, Tio Tato? We're like, what? Juan, my brother-in-law Juan, Fufu Tato, that lives in fucking San Diego. What? We're here all the time, okay? Watching nonsensical bullshit on Netflix and doing interviews on the couch. How is Tio Tato your favorite Tio? And so I don't say anything, right? I just kind of like, well, fuck, we're out of the race. Like, listen, we're out of the race. So my husband, of course, takes it real personal. And he goes, why is Tio Tato your favorite Tio? And Sebastian goes, because he's so cool. And Carlitos goes, yeah, man, he's just so cool. We're like, fuck. We're like, what is wrong with us? And at that point is when I realized, you know, they're 9 and 12, okay? I probably look 85 to them, you know what I mean? It don't matter what gift I get them. It doesn't matter what jacket or Pokemon card in the world that I buy for them. I look 85, okay? And so Carlitos is just like, I mean, he's like, you know, he's like, yeah, he's just really cool. And Alex goes, well, what makes him so cool? He's like pissed about this, right? And so they're like, I don't know. It's just something about him. He's just really cool. Now, just for reference, my husband, okay, and they don't care about the ages. My husband is 40. He'll be 41 in June. My brother-in-law, okay, their dad, Carlos, is a year younger than my husband. So he is, what are they called? Like, they're 11 months apart, whatever that's called. So anyway, so Carlitos just turned 39, so he'll be 40, okay, and in May. And then my brother-in-law, Fufu, who we call Fufu, Tato Juan, he'll be 31, okay? So he's exactly 10 years younger than my husband. So, of course, he's going to be the cooler uncle. But my husband's taking it real personal, right? And he's like, well, why is, now my husband, I just have to tell you this right now, okay? My husband is the last person in the world to tell anybody that I make YouTube videos. I mean, he don't ever bring it up. Like, if we're at dinner and stuff like that, people are like, well, what did your husband do? He's like, oh, you can ask him. He never says anything about the YouTube stuff, right? And so he goes, well, what makes him cool? And they're like, oh, he's just, you know, he's so cool. He's got really great sneakers. Now, my husband, okay, takes a lot of pride in his sneaker game. He is so pissed at this point, right? And he goes, and Alex is like looking for any in, right? And he goes, well, you want to be a YouTuber? He goes, Tio Peter's a YouTuber. Why wouldn't you want to be cool like Tio Peter? And my nephew, Sebastian, okay, turns to me with a smirk, okay? Not unlike the smirks you could find a million of on my Instagram. And he turns to me and he goes, have you met any famous YouTubers? What am I going to throw out? A good Trisha Paytas? I know he don't know who fucking Trisha Paytas is, okay? And I'm like, who have I met? He's the Psychic Twins? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Loie Lane. Who am I going to throw out that he knows? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, and Alex goes, that guy we met in Las Vegas. Okay, that guy we met in Las Vegas, for those of you out there that follow all this shit closely, my husband doesn't know anything about any of this stuff, okay? That guy we met in Las Vegas is Shane Dawson, okay? So Alex goes, that guy we met in Las Vegas. And I'm like, God, I really don't want to use Shane Dawson in this argument. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Like, I don't want to throw him out as, like, some prize or something. You know what I mean? And I go, and Carlitos goes, who did you meet in Las Vegas? I go, Shane Dawson? And he goes, who? So then my nephew, Sebastian, so sweet, he goes, are you friends with Mr. Beast? And I go, oh, no, thank God. I'm not. And he goes, and Carlitos, my nephew who's 12, he goes, you don't know Jojo Siwa, do you? And I'm like, where is this conversation going? And I go, no. I go, why? And he goes, her music is really bad. And I go, it is really bad. And he goes, and I go, why don't you like her? And he goes, and they're like really good kids. Like, they don't say bad stuff about people at all, right? And I go, why don't you like her? He goes, I just don't like her. And I go, why not? He goes, she's just not a very good person. And I go, well, why is she not a very good person? And he goes, she says a lot of lies online. I go, oh my God, they're coming for Jojo Siwa. Oh my God. This is the youth of your world, Jojo. Okay, all those people that you fucking sold those bows to, they are done with you, girl. They are done with you. The fact that my nephews even know who you are and think that you are problematic, okay, that is very, very telling to me. And I look at my nephew and I go, so you don't like her music? And he goes, no. And I go, why not? And he goes, this was my shining moment as an uncle. Okay, he goes, she thinks she's Chapel Roan. I go, oh my God, I'm like living for this, right? So anyway, So then I said to them, I go, well, how do you know Mr. Beast? I go, do you watch Mr. Beast? And my nephew Carlitos is 12. He's like, I mean, they both have that TikTok hairdo, you know, the curly hair with shaved on the sides and all that kind of stuff. But he goes, no, I don't watch Mr. Beast. He goes, he might. And he goes, and Sebastian goes, I mean, I used to watch him when I was a little kid. He's 9. Okay, he's 9. And I go, what do you mean you used to watch Mr. Beast when you were a little kid? He goes, all these videos are for little kids, Tia Peter. And I go, they are? And he goes, yeah, they're all for little kids. And Carlitos goes, I don't even know how they know this shit. He goes, he got his own show on Amazon. And I go, he did? And I go, what show was that? Because I'm like trying to like see what they know. And he goes, it was that game show that he got in trouble for. And I'm like, oh. I mean, these are like, Mr. Beast, you are fucked if the 9 and 12-year-olds, okay, know your tea that Rosanna Pansino has been putting out there in the world. It don't fucking matter if she knows what coffee cake is, okay? Should have burnt your ass, and they're talking about you in elementary school. Mr. Beast, you are fucked, okay? You are fucked. The 9 and 12-year-olds, okay, in 6th and 3rd grade are talking about you. They are done with you. They're saying little kids watch you. The 3rd graders are saying little kids watch you. But anyway, I live for that. So anyway, I really just kind of wanted to tell that story because it was just such a fun story. But anyway, I really just kind of wanted to tell that story. So then I was like, oh, I forgot that I was going to make this Mr. Beast video. I was going to make this Mr. Beast video like a week ago when I sent Spill Some Tea With Me the receipt. And I was like, oh, I should, and I had already looked it up and stuff like that about him buying the TikTok. Now, I know, okay, I will just tell you this. I know that, oh, this is the other thing they said I thought was interesting. So I was asking my nephew, I was like, about the shorts. And he's like, oh, yeah. I was like, do your friends watch TikTok? He's like, well, most of them have TikTok, so they watch TikTok. He's like, but a lot of my friends watch shorts. I'm like, I am starting to post some fucking shorts, okay? Like, listen, Linda, I am going to start posting the shorts over on YouTube. If the kids are talking about it, you know it's about to happen, okay? And I am not convinced that TikTok's not going down. I know that everybody thinks that it was saved for 24 hours, okay? Like the DJ saved my life, but I am not convinced that TikTok's not going to go down. I think we might have a few more goodbye TikToks coming, okay? And I know y'all are devastated, okay? Now, listen, okay? I don't have a sponsorship with them, but I should. You might want to go to the grocery store, if there's anything left at the grocery store. You might want to go to the grocery store, okay, and you might want to go buy some Depends, because, or get them online at Amazon or wherever you get them. You might want to get some Depends, because you'll probably shit yourself when TikTok goes down. Now, I know, okay, that there's a lot of great things about TikTok. Trust me, I do. There's a lot of great things about every social media app. There's a lot of bad things about them too, okay? There's a lot of good things. I will grant it that, okay? A lot of people have made a lot of money, and that's a great thing, okay? And I'm not getting into the whole thing about TikTok today because I've done it. I just don't fucking care, in all honesty, okay? I just don't care. I know, I will say this. I've seen a lot of these people come over, and they have been flooded the YouTube, baby. They are starting to make videos on YouTube, and it just don't translate. It just don't when you're getting millions and millions of views on TikTok, because people can slide. Each one of those slides is a view, you know? They're like, oh, I have a slide, view. You can't do that on YouTube, right? So it's a little bit harder, and I think they're getting a little bit discouraged because they're hundreds of millions of views over on the TikTok is translating to like 2,000 views on YouTube, baby. You thought what we did over here was easy. Okay, girl. Okay. Listen, we knew our place, some of us. I knew, okay? Like, if you see any shorts come up, they're going to be edits of my videos. I knew, like, you couldn't shut, even when it was 3 minutes or now it's 10 minutes over on the TikTok or whatever, I couldn't do anything less than 3 minutes. I just couldn't. Whenever I talk about TikTok, okay, I am not active on TikTok. I don't follow nobody on TikTok. None of that, okay? And every time I mention TikTok in a video, people go over, like, I get all these things that people then follow me on the TikTok. There's no reason to follow me on TikTok. Go right ahead if you want to. There's literally no reason. People tag me and shit all the time on TikTok. I don't see it. I don't open TikTok unless I'm looking for something, okay? I just don't, you know? I don't know anybody. Listen, I could open it right now and tell you who didn't follow me in the last 24 hours. There's no reason to follow me. I ain't posting. I mean, I might start. You might want to follow me over on the TikTok. The other day, okay, because listen, I don't fuck with the Twitter anymore either, or the X, or whatever y'all want to call it, okay? I mean, for 100 different reasons. I just don't fuck with it anymore. About a year ago, I kept on saying it was so problematic, and about a year ago, it just was like every time that I would get on the TikTok, it was so fucking depressing. It was just like people fighting and this and that. It was like, ah! I mean, TikTok is like Well, TikTok's another story, but Twitter is like everybody's just, it's like you open it, it's like everybody's just shouting at each other, right? And I was like, I'm done. I just even stopped. But at that point, I was just posting like the countdown to Christmas and the countdown to Halloween. I was just done. I was out. I was like, whatever. And so you go over to my Twitter today, I'm not active. Now I'm keeping it because I don't want anybody to take my name. Say my name, it's Peter fucking Monn. Anyway, nobody's taking my name, okay? But then everybody was like, sign up for this Blue Sky thing. And I was like, who? Blue skies, da-da-da-da. I'm like, what is this nonsense? Okay, but I did. I signed up for it because you have to. When you're a YouTuber, you gotta sign for all the shit, you know? But anyway, I signed up for the Blue Sky, and I think I have something like 59 followers or something over there. I've never once put up, what do you call a tweet on Blue Sky? A bleat? What do you call it? I don't know. What do you call a tweet on Blue Sky? I don't know. But anyway, so I posted on Instagram the other day, because people all the time ask me, they're like, are you on Blue Sky? Or I get all these DMs. Are you on Blue Sky yet? Are you on Blue Sky? Yeah, I haven't done anything over there. I just started an account. So anyway, I put up this thing on Instagram, and I like screenshot my Blue Sky, and I linked it. And I said, I think I got like 30 people that follow me off of this. And I said, I am really active. People ask me all the time if you're on Blue Sky. Yes, I am. I've been over there since it started, and I'm super active over there. Can I tell you how many DMs I got from people that are like... I don't know that most of them got that it was a joke, but they were like, you're not active at all on Blue Sky. No, I'm not. I'm not really fucking active anywhere. I posted shit out of some Instagram stories, so I do that. Oh my God, my Instagram stories are so fun. Rescue dogs and little memes and stuff like that. I love that on the Instagram. I don't fuck with the Facebook really anymore either. It's just, whoo, it's too hot to trot over there on the Facebook. You were talking about the Facebook. If the Twitter is of the devil and they're all fighting over there, okay, like that's like a fight, like a public debate at a college university is Twitter, okay? Or maybe on the street, maybe like a street fight. Facebook, okay, is like going to a family reunion or Christmas dinner and everybody getting too drunk and just telling everybody fucking off. That's what Facebook is. I can't deal with any of it, okay? Goodreads, it's like peaceful. That's where I fuck. Okay, that's where I fuck. I fuck over on the Goodreads. No, that's where I am, over on the Goodreads. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so Mr. Beast. So I had noticed that Mr. Beast, when I was going through these things, had self-proclaimed himself, okay, that he was new CEO of TikTok, ? I'm like, what is going on here with this, okay? And has Rosanna Pansino lost her mind about it yet, is what I want to know, right? So I Google searched it, and at that time there wasn't really a lot about it, but I kind of kept up with the story a little bit, right? So, for those of you that do not know, okay, TikTok, they're trying to sell TikTok, okay, or the U.S. government wants TikTok to be sold. They haven't really conclusively come out and said that they are going to sell TikTok, okay, the ByteDance, which is the Chinese company that owns TikTok. So, the thing that happened was that it was supposed to go down on, I don't even remember the date, the 17th, I think, or something like that, or the 18th or 19th or whatever, okay. So, it went down, and then it came up with this sign that said, you know, thank God for President Trump for saving TikTok, okay. And then President Trump gave it like a 90-day, like, here, you have 90 days, but you have to sell it. Like, it has to be part owned by somebody in the United States, okay? And they act like they're worried about the algorithm and all this kind of stuff. I don't really know that much about it, and quite frankly, I don't really give that enough shit about TikTok to really look that deep into all of it, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? And when I do predictions, my predictions come true. So you can believe this or not. But I feel like this is kind of like a throw your dick out that we're going through right now, okay? And I feel like ByteDance at the last moment is going to say, nah, you can keep your $20 million. We got 60, bitch, okay? Mr. Beast, we don't think your dick's that big anyway, baby, okay? You can keep your $20 million, okay? Elon Musk, we don't really give a fuck about your money, okay? We're going to throw our dick out on the table. We're going to show you who's got the biggest dick. ByteDance does, and we don't need you, okay? Because we can sell it tomorrow, and we can still make it. We don't even need it. We don't even need the money, okay? That's what they're saying, okay? I am not convinced that they're going to sell the TikTok. Now, watch, they'll probably sell it tomorrow or something like that. But I'm telling you right now, okay? Y'all might want to buy you 10 phones and download TikTok. Because have you seen, they're like going for like massive amounts of money with TikTok download on the iPhone. You might want to just buy you a couple phones to have on standby. Because I know y'all are going to lose your minds, okay, if you don't have the TikTok. I'm not convinced it's not going to go down. I think it might still go down. I think TikTok might still go down. I've heard from some people that are on TikTok that the managers are like really breaking down on stuff like that. So they're regulating rules and whatever. Whoo, baby. Oh, do I have an FTC update for you? I have an FTC update for you. I'm going to tell you what right now, okay? Speaking of the FTC real quick. There are some people that I have loved for a long time, but it's like they link so much shit out there and they don't ever, ever, ever disclose it. Justin Anderson, the hairstylist that's, engaged, I think he just got married to his long-term fiancé boyfriend, Scoot. Do you know him? The Rhodes twins. I love Justin Anderson. Justin, you literally every single day, and listen, this is where I call out people that I love too. So don't be coming over here and being like, you only call out people. I think it's going to stop in just. And she don't even have her reading glasses on. Could see that coming. Anyway, because I'm a psychic. I'm a psychic. Do you ever watch TV shows? It's like I was watching Traders UK, and this woman thought she was a real psychic and stuff like that, and then she got kicked off. And my husband and I were, I think it's CK, I think it's UK Traders. UK Traders is so much better than the US Traders, but season 2. And both of us looked at each other, we're like, she ain't much of a psychic. She didn't see herself getting kicked off the show. She saw herself going to the final 3, but maybe that did not happen, okay? But anyway, this is where people are like, you only call out people you hate. Listen, I'm going to call out some people that I love. Justin Anderson, the hairstylist that owned that. Anyway, he don't own it no more, but I guess the way he makes money now is by posting his code. His code is constantly code Justin. If you go to his Instagram, I mean, it is like every day. It's nauseating. It's so much. I mean, listen, if he and Jaclyn Hill were in a race for non-disclosed affiliate ads, Justin Anderson would win it by a mile, okay? It's literally every single day. Christmas time, I was like, oh my God. You are killing us with this code. Yesterday, it was some blanket that Scoot had over him, and he's like showing the blanket, and the code never disclosed. Not one disclosed affiliate link ever on there. Y'all, they're coming for you. They're coming for you. I'm telling you right now, okay? They can screenshot each one of those things, and now Google search FTC reporting line. They have a 1-800 reporting line. They have people on call, okay, that's just sitting in like a call bank 24 hours a day, all right? Taking calls from people that are reporting influencers. You think this is not coming? You talk about Dramageddon. This is going to be bigger than any Dramageddon we have ever seen, okay? Is this FTC violation that they are going to charge these people out the ass, and they keep on doing it, and they don't think it's going to affect them. And I'm telling you right now, it is going to be huge. It is going to be huge. Okay, so anyway, that was another day. So I started looking up, I don't know, I kept on looking up like Mr. Beast, and I think at that time I did, buying TikTok, and there were like some rumors out there. But now he's gotten himself with these like billionaires that are all putting money in together to buy TikTok, okay? Now, when you Google, you can do the Google search yourself. I'm just going to pick some random article, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to read the information together. But when you go in here, Mr. Beast buying TikTok, what comes up first is videos, okay, on YouTube. Bloomberg Technology, Mr. Beast all-cash bid for TikTok. Then Mr. Beast, let's save TikTok from going down again. Mr. Beast, TikTok, check your inbox, because he's one, okay. Mr. Beast is buying TikTok. This is from the big podcast with Shaq. Mr. Beast is buying TikTok, how he plans to break the internet. And then it goes in here. People also ask, is someone trying to buy TikTok? And it goes in here and talks about the different people that are trying to buy TikTok. Who owns the Mr. Beast brand? Oh, this is interesting. Jimmy Donaldson, that's Mr. Beast, who goes by Mr. Beast online, has become a household. Okay, so we don't need to know that. Oh, let's look up how much is Mr. Beast worth. I mean, none of these are ever accurate. 500 million, that probably means he's worth like $1 billion or something like that. Is TikTok going to be sold? Biden signed legislation requiring ByteDance to sell TikTok to a U.S. company by January 19th, 2025. Oh, this was from January 19th. TikTok says the government has yet to prove that such a security risk has ever happened and is arguing the ban. Listen, you can go watch Emily Baker. She's covered all that kind of stuff. Okay. What will replace TikTok? None of them. There's a whole article on here talking about Pageant, Lemonade. None of these. Nobody is loving those ones. I'll tell you that right now. Who was it? I think it was Sebastian Soto, the drama channel. You guys watch Sebastian Soto, you should. He is also, I just want to say, for Sebastian Soto, he and his partner had to move out of their home during the LA wildfires. So they were also, they had to also move into somebody else's house. They were in danger as well. I mean, I know, Daniel Prado was in danger and had to start a GoFundMe. But Sebastian Soto showed how you do it, okay? He has started Amazon wish list. He has like been doing fundraising for the LA wildfire victims. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love that kind of passion. He has had to close it down because he got so many donations. He said he might start it up again. I said I would shout it out in a video if he did. I think that is absolutely amazing. But I think it was Sebastian Soto that did this like short on his shorts on Instagram, cracked me up. But he did, not a short, what's it called, a reel or whatever. Mimi, I don't know. But he did this thing when TikTok came back and he goes, can we just admit that Lemonade sucks? All these alternative apps. It was so funny because it was like, everybody was like, where are we going? Where are we going? Well, y'all can save those breakdown videos because when TikTok goes down again, they don't sell, okay? And they all have to whip their dicks out on the table, and then we can really see, okay, that all these, listen, it's gonna be a sad day, okay, in TikTok. But anyway, so I got in here and I got these articles. Now, Mr. Beast and the CEO of Roblox are trying to buy TikTok for over $20 billion. TikTok bidders to offer significantly more than $20 billion. An offer of more than $20 billion for TikTok, question mark. Oh, this is from MSN. This is from this is from 2 hours ago. Let's see if this one talks about Mr. Beast. If not, we will go back to the other one. Okay. Why is it not showing me the article? Here it is. Expand article. Okay. A group of American investors, including the famous YouTuber Mr. Beast, has raised over $20 billion to purchase TikTok's operations and assets in the United States, reports Jesse Tinley, the tech entrepreneur organizing the buyout. The consortium has the backing of Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, who holds the most followed account on YouTube. Mr. Tinsley stated in an interview with Bloomberg, Mr. Beast and his team are definitely supporting our group. His smile just... But it's not exclusive. We hope he can work with as many groups as possible to acquire TikTok, he added. In addition to but it's really kind of down to ByteDance. Like, they can say, you can take your $400 billion and go fuck yourself up the ass. We don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? In addition to Mr. Tinley, is he any relation to that chick that was on that Real Housewives of New York, Mortimer Tinsley? Tinsley Mortimer. No, they're not related. Okay. In addition to Mr. Tinsley... That's how my mind works. Now you just saw it in real time. Founder of Employer.com. I've never heard of that. The consortium mainly includes CEOs of tech companies such as... I won't know none of these people. These people, I mean... I went to City College at IUPUI. Okay, listen, I won't know none of these people. They went to other Harvards and things like that. Such as David Baszucki, co-founder and CEO of Roblox Corp, as well as Nathan McCauley, Can I just tell you a real story real quick? Okay, for those of you that watch my vlog, my mom's best friend in life is my Aunt Susie that lives in Colorado. Okay, I love my Aunt Susie so much. So she was my mom's sorority sister. My mom was a Pi Phi. Pi Phi, Pi Phi, Pi Beta Phi. I'll be a Pi Phi all my life until the day I die. I wouldn't be a Kappa, DG, or Alpha Chi. Be a Pi Phi, a Pi Phi, a Pi Beta Phi. Anyway, okay. So Susie and her two daughters every summer would come to visit us. Okay, and they would stay for like 2 to 4 weeks, right? Because Susie was from... originally Tipton, Indiana. So anyway, so they would come and they would stay with us. And we would have Pi Phi cookie shines. And we'd go swimming and do all kinds of stuff. We always went down to Bloomington because my mom and Susie both were at the Pi Phi house at Bloomington and things like that. Susie's actually coming home this May during Little Five, which is a huge deal at IU, Indiana University. She's coming home. See, you get all kinds of story times with my videos. You don't give a shit about Mr. Beast, do you? I don't give a shit about Mr. Beast. I don't give a fuck if he buys TikTok. Buy TikTok 10 times over. I don't give a shit. All I know, Mr. Beast, is if I was your fiancé, with TikTok better come a really nice fucking bag, okay? You better buy me a nice bag if you're buying yourself TikTok. That's all I'm saying. That's how marriage works, okay? So anyway... whenever I say Aunt Susie, she always goes, Mother Susie, you know, you call me Mother Susie. But anyway, so Mother Susie is coming for her Pi Phi reunion, okay? I won't tell you her age, but listen, okay? Listen, Linda. My mom was born in 43. You do the math. Okay. So, she's coming for her Pi Phi reunion during Little Five this May, because we're going to see each other. So anyway, I was like, Susie, how many Pi Phis are left from your class? She goes, listen. She goes, there's like 20 of us left. Can you even imagine it? She's like, cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. But anyway, so they would come and visit us in the summer, okay? I went to IUPUI. IUPUI today is a great school. It's like UCLA. I mean, maybe not as good as UCLA, but it's great. It has the medical school, it has the law school, it has the IU Law School, IU Medical School. I graduated there from the master's program for the IU School of Social Work. It has a lot of great programs, but when I went there, it was like, the admission process was kind of like this. Can you breathe? And if you did, you could get in. It was kind of that easy, okay? But today, it's a fantastic school. It's Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, but I think they're changing the name, and I don't know what they're doing it to. They're separating IU and Purdue or something. So maybe it'll just be IU at Indianapolis. I don't know how they're going to do it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The story is this, okay? So Susie and her 2 daughters, all right, they would come and they would visit. Now, Susie's youngest daughter is 7 days older than me, okay? We were we're still close, but we were very, very close when we were growing up, okay? 7 days apart, same graduating class, all that kind of stuff, okay? Mind you, Susie's daughter went to Princeton. Not her top choice, okay? Mind you, not her top choice. Not only that, there was not a Pi-Phi register at Princeton. So her daughter started, okay, the Pi-Phi sorority at Princeton, all right? I mean, listen, I went to City College, and basically my cousin went to Princeton, okay? Not my cousin Caroline, no, not my cousin. My cousin Caroline, she got put on probation at Ball State for drinking too much and partying too much, and then she went to IUPUI with me. I think she has a general studies degree. It doesn't matter because she's a realtor now, and she does very well. So anyway, but that's beside the point. Do we give a fuck about Mr. Beast, or do you just want more story times? I got story times out the ass, but I could care less about Mr. Beast, but we better get to it, or people are gonna be like, oh my God, all he does is talk about himself. Yes, you should love yourself. When I get that criticism that all I do is talk about myself, I think that's such a strange criticism. Like, most of my life, I hated myself and I never talked about myself. Now that I talk about myself and I like to share stories about my life, I get criticized for talking about myself. You should be the person you talk about the most, okay? You should laugh at your own stories, dance to your own songs. You should be so proud of your fucking life that you want to tell stories to everybody else about how magnificent and fun your life is. You really should. And if anybody ever says you talk too much, well, tell them to blow it out their ass. You know what I mean? Tell them to get fucked and blow it out their ass. That's what I say. Okay, so let's go in here. In addition to Mr. Mortimer Tinsley, that was her name on Real Housewives of New York, founder of Employer.com. Okay. The consortium mainly includes, I don't even know, consortium, let's think of a group of CEOs or big people, right? Tech companies such as, I'm really not that stupid, you guys, you know that, right? Okay. Such as David Baszucki. Was he on Charles in Charge? I think he was on Charles in Charge. And CEO of Roblox. Oh, that's the game that James Charles does. So James Charles plays his Roblox. It's really meant for 13 and 14-year-olds now, if they're not smoking pot. But that's really what he does, because he don't want to be real, he don't want to act like, oh, I'm looking for my For You page for dates anymore. So he plays Roblox, which is what all the kids play. But he don't think anybody thinks that's weird. I think it's fucking weird, James Charles, that you're 26 making videos about Roblox, girl. Nobody cares. Girl. I know that's your dating group, but come on. What do you invite your partner over to do? Play Roblox? Okay. Mr. Mortimer Tinsley stated... Do you watch my Sister Wives videos? Okay. So if you don't, Robin Cody Brown's wife, I can never get her daughter's names right. Okay. They're Brianna and Aurora. I do know that. Okay. But in the course of a video... I call them everything from chiffon to mattress to Brescia. Brescia's my new favorite. Oh, this week, Brescia, she is so wanting to get baptized, girl. She is so wanting to get baptized, and she starts crying, asking Cody Brown, the polygamist of the world. She's like, will you baptize me? I'm like, Brescia, why do you want that man to baptize you? Girl, no, he is a sinner, honey, please. And she is so sweet. I love that comforter, girl. She is, and her sister Raylene and Chiffon. I don't know how many sisters they have. They got 42. I mean, there's a whole family, right? But anyway, Mr. Mortimer, I don't like to get names right or anything right. It's boring. People are like, Peter, you got this song. Who cares if I get a song lyric wrong? Blinded by the light, had a douche and now I'm ready for it. Who cares? Life is short. Get song lyrics wrong. Mispronounce people's names. Don't give a fuck. It don't matter anyway. Who cares about Mr. Beast? Nobody gives a fuck about Mr. Beast except for Rosanna Pansino and the people that watch TikTok hoping they'll save it and trust, okay? The minute that he buys it, ain't nobody gonna care about Mr. Beast anymore, okay? Anyway, especially not, what's-her-face, Michaela Nagara. Mr. Tinsley Mortimer stated, I'm just going to keep on calling him that, stated to Bloomberg on January 29th that his group's offer was significantly higher than that of a rival buyer. I feel like I'm reading like a James Patterson novel or a John Grisham novel. He may be referring to the Project Liberty oh, girl, that don't sound good. No, ma'am, that don't sound good at all. I'm just telling you right there, okay? I'm just telling you, I don't know nothing about that project, but that don't sound good, okay? Listen, Linda. In first grade, okay, I learned in first grade, I do not like the word project, okay? School project, class project, no, I don't like the word project, okay? I don't. Beware of the word project, okay? I learned that in college. I learned that, listen, when I used to work in treatment, and they'd be like, oh, we're doing a project. Oh, fuck, group projects. I fucking hate group projects, okay? I just don't. Projects, fuck some projects. He may be referring to the Project Liberty offer organized by former owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Frank McCourt, and renowned investor from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary. American President Donald Trump signed an order on January 20th to suspend... Oh, baby, he signed a lot more than that. Oh, okay. He signed a lot more than that, girl. Okay. Signed an order on January 20th to suspend for 75 days the enforcement of the law banning TikTok in the United States. For several years... Do you ever just wonder, like, the weirdest fucking shit? Like, I do. Like, I wonder, like, does President Trump use one of those, like, self-tanning sponges in the bathroom, and do you visualize that? Or does he have, like, a private spray tanner that does him, you know? Did you ever watch 1,000-Pound Best Friends? I love that show, but they all go to this spray tanner, and she's like, okay, we're gonna have to lift up your rolls of fat and stuff like that, and they're all, like, real embarrassed. I mean, she says it to him. She's like, oh, no, girl, we're gonna get you a good bikini look. I mean, do you think that's, like, does President Trump... Is that what his wife does? Is that the duties of the First Lady? I don't know. But does President Trump have a personal spray tanner that lifts up his stuff? I don't know. These are the things I wonder, though, you know? I mean, it takes a lot of work to get that specific color. I don't even know what shade range that is. And I do beauty influencer drama. I couldn't even venture to guess. But anyway, does he have one? Is that a department cabinet... Did he appoint somebody? Department of Spray Tanning? I would like to know who that is. You know who it is, okay? Her name's like Sheila George, and she's from, like, you know, Baton Rouge, and she's like been spray tanning him since the 80s. You know what I mean? And she's like, nobody knows, and she makes like $20 million a year, and she smokes like 4 packs, you know, of Mavericks a day or something like that. Anyway. This is where my mind fucking goes. For several years, the U.S. government has viewed ByteDance as and what hairspray does he use? Is that Aquanet? I mean, it holds really strong. I mean, in the wind and stuff like that, it's just that one kind of feather, like flock of seagulls, just goes back and forth. You know what I mean? Anyway, for several years, the U.S. government has viewed ByteDance as a national security threat due to its alleged sharing of America user dating with the Chinese government. For now, Mr. Tinsley Mortimer stated that he is... who probably might be marrying Brescia one of these days if she ever gets baptized at her church. Mr. Tinsley Mortimer stated that he has not received a direct response from ByteDance. It's radio silence on their side. Yep, because you know what? They fucking are running the show, okay? They are running the show, and we look like idiots is what it is. We look like fucking idiots. And not just in that, but in a million other things as well, but we won't get into that today. So do y'all care about Mr. Beast? Do you even know who he's engaged to? What's her name? You know what? We should look up in that. Mr. Beast fiancée. What's her name? Mr. Beast fiancée. Is she like, what does she do for, Thea Boyson? Mr. Beast's real name, Jimmy Donaldson, is the world's most popular YouTuber. With 340 million subscribers, fiancée Thea, originally from South Africa, also has her own channel, Thea Beastie. Wonder how she got that channel and that name. Thea Beastie with almost 40,000 subscribers, girl. You know, post or something over there. Now living in the U.S., the 27-year-old also streams games on Twitch and is a published author. What'd she write, girl? Oh, she's cute. Okay, hey, I don't know nothing about her. Oh, there's them pictures where they're all in the matching Christmas sweaters and things like that. What was her book she posted? I want to see. Thea Boostley. She's a thriller. I like thrillers. Thea, Boostin. I know somebody's going to be like, you are not pronouncing her name correctly. I don't fucking care. I don't know her. I don't know Thea. She might be nice. I see her at a dinner party or something like that. She kind of, you know, I don't know. What's Thea Boyson? Net worth. Let's see that. About to go up, I think. It's about to go up. Thea has a net worth of $2 million. Oh, no, not anymore. She doesn't, girl. She married smart, okay? Now, I don't know where she went to college, but I'm telling you right now, they didn't teach that shit at City College, okay? They did not teach that shit at City College. She was fucking smart, okay? She don't care how small his dick is. She's like, no, baby, I'm marrying this man, okay? Trust, we're going to have at least one baby. She is not stupid, okay? I should have thought that way. Okay, Mr. Beast, what's her name? Thea Boosin? Boosin? Book. What's her book? I'm going to see her book. The Marked Children. The Marked Children by Thea Boosin. Okay. It came out in 2022. Let's look up on the Goodreads, because y'all, look, see, it all kind of streams together, doesn't it? You didn't think I could go this long talking about Mr. Beast, did you? We got all kinds of stories in there and things like that. Okay. I will say the only thing is, Mr. Beast, could you buy Goodreads and make it a little faster? Because sometimes it don't load so fast. Okay. Thea Boosin, The Marked Children. Is it like a real sad book or something like that? I don't like the sad books. Okay. It came out, oh baby, 50 ratings. It looks, no, it don't, what? You're engaged to Mr. Beast, and hold on a second. And this is what your book cover looks like. Girl. Did you pay somebody on Fiverr to come up with that for you? Girl, you are engaged to fucking Mr. Beast, okay? What is going on, The Marked Children? I mean, everybody should be proud of writing a book. When did it come out? It's 306 pages, came out August. Let's see what the book is about. A mark. That's how it begins. The first sign you've been chosen. Oh, this is... this is kind of foretelling, isn't it? 16-year-old John's life changes when he discovers a sinister black symbol on his arm. Little does he know that thousands of children across the world woke up with similar marks but went missing shortly thereafter. It's like they disappeared from the face of the earth. Where did they go? Unfortunately, John is about to find out. You know what? I think I'm going to read this book and do a review on it. That actually kind of sounds good. That kind of sounds like something I'd like. Let's see what people said about it. Let's read the ratings. Sophia rated it 5 stars, but I don't understand the language. Somebody said, wow, just wow. I was really blown away by Thea Boosin's debut sci-fi. Okay, that's... I did not know this was a sci-fi book because there's absolutely no indication of it on the actual book. Events feel rushed in the end. Okay. That's probably somebody. Okay. I'll give it a fair review. Should I review it? Why has it only got 50 reviews? Does nobody know about it or something like that? Mr. Beast, help a girl out. Anyway, do we care about this? I'm going to start in my videos where any topic I talk about, we're going to talk about, do we care about it or do we not care about it? I care about TikTok just because I care about my friends that are on TikTok. My husband likes TikTok, so I care about TikTok on that. A lot of people make incomes off of TikTok, so I care about TikTok on that level and stuff like that. Do I care about Mr. Beast? I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. I don't care about him. I don't even think he's that great of a person, if you want to know the truth. I think it's interesting that people kind of forget how shitty people are because they save TikTok and stuff like that. I think that's interesting, don't you? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.